Welcome back to another episode of the Mythic Giraffe podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Ron, and it's a weird late night podcast. Wacky
It
doodle.
is, yeah, because if not, somebody was going to be drugged on their podcast.
Yes, that's going to happen. I didn't really want to. Well, there's going to be two options. I could either be drugged on the podcast on Thursday, or have, muffled mouth for the rest of the week. Because I'm assuming I'm not going to want to talk within 24 hours of having my wisdom teeth extracted.
No.
Yeah.
No. And don't really do anything that first 24 hours that you want to remember.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah, I beat a game. Have no idea how I beat it, what happened at the end, anything like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
just remember, having the cotton thing shoved in my jaws like a chipmunk, and
Yeah, the directions are very, like, this will be my second surgery in my life, so it's like I'm a surgery expert. But the first time I had surgery, they sat me down with anesthesiologist. They sat me down with the doctor. We talked about what's going to happen. Here's what the recovery plan is. This time it's like text message. And it's like, don't eat or drink, 8 hours before I can't even drink water before the surgery, which sucks. And then there's like, and your aftercare, just don't use straws. Good luck.
Don't use straws?
It's like, don't use straws and eat soft food. He's like, eat a lot of mashed potatoes. So, okay, great.
I've heard mashed sweet potatoes are the best for you.
Well, I bought mashed celery root. I bought celery root. I'm going to mash it up. So that's what I'm going to have.
Okay.
For my recovery meal.
Yeah. Yeah, dental surgery is so weird. They're like, it's like you said, a regular surgery. They're like, oh, we got to do this and we'll sit you down. Dental surgery, they're like, hey, here's some Valium to take before you get here. And here, we're going to give you Versed when you walk in the door and you're awake.
Oh, I didn't get the Valium. Oh,
yeah.
No, I didn't. All he told me is, we're going to give you an IV. You go night-night. You wake 45 minutes later and you'll be done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because, your dentist is a strict 45-minute.
It is 45 minutes. You're out the door, whether he's got somebody else lined up. It is 40-minute blocks. You got 5 minutes of recovery. You're out the door.
I just imagine like this guy is just sitting there and the chairs just rotate in front of him.
Yeah. It was so weird because obviously you go to the dentist says, oh, you need oral surgery. I don't do oral surgery because I'm a dentist. Right. So then you go to the oral surgeon, who you have to make an appointment 7 months ahead of time. And you have a consult to say, oh, yeah, you need these teeth taken out.
Yeah.
Duh. That's what we were here for.
Yeah, that's why the dentist sent me to you,
right.
Doc.
And then, I called, the lady's like, well, we need a down payment, which whatever, it's half of the thing. I said, all right, well, I don't want to schedule yet. So she's like, all right, well, just, call us back and pledge down payment when you're ready to schedule. I'm like, well, what's the scheduling like for the surgery? Oh, we've got plenty of open slots. You just kind of call ahead and we just put you in.
We just put you in.
So I'm thinking, like, I call him like, all right, maybe I'll get this thing in like three weeks. She's like, what about Monday? And I'm like, no, I gotta work the next day. She's like, no, you're not gonna want to work the next day. So, okay, well then.
How's Monday?
That's how quick it was. She's like, yeah, 2 days from now, sure, come on in.
What are you doing in 10 minutes? We got a guy. We have a 40-minute window.
I was kind of half expecting. She's like, well, have you been eating today? Well, yes. Yeah.
Oh,
very weird.
Yeah. Did you ask him if you can keep the teeth?
No. They're the second person to ask me that. If I want to keep why do I want to keep the teeth?
I don't know. Somebody else asked you that?
Yes. Somebody else said, you should keep the teeth. You can see how big they are.
Why do you want to see the teeth?
Right. I don't want to lose them in the first place. I'm saddened by the fact that I'm losing my teeth.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. No, I don't want the teeth. I don't want them in my house. It just seems like something I'd have on my shelf for like 20 years. Oh, yeah, that's my teeth. What should I should probably throw those away finally.
No.
Where do you dispose of teeth?
I don't know. You can make it into like a necklace for your wife.
Yeah, that's not creepy or anything.
Yeah,
Here's
no.
my teeth.
So
See
wait,
that one? That's
you're getting
one
all
that got a
four
hole
taken
in it.
out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is perfect. She gets one as a pendant, one for each earring, and then one for a bracelet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do I put the chipped one in?
The either the pendant or the bracelet.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say the bracelet because that'll probably jangle around a lot and get chipped up more.
Right. Yeah. That's already pretty janky right now. I'm so ready for it to be gone. It's like,
Yeah, I bet.
it's been chipped for 6 months now.
Oof.
Maybe yeah. It would have been 6 months like next week because I'm supposed to have I'm supposed to have my regular dental checkup
Yeah.
3 days after my oral surgery or 4 days after my oral surgery. So I called him. I was like, I don't think I'm going to really want you guys banging on my teeth.
Yeah.
She's like, oh no, you're not going to want us doing anything. I said, all right. And they moved it back.
Gosh.
But, yeah. So it would have been almost 6 months that this thing's been in my mouth, chipped. It just drives my tongue crazy.
Yeah. Did your dentist try to get you to try a night guard first?
No, because it was already chipped.
I mean, but I don't understand. My dentist every time, we really need to start thinking about a night guard. Well, you've said that for 5 years now, so I think that ship has sailed. We're not doing this.
He's
it's like,
never.
I don't know if he gets a kickback for it or whatever, because he was like, you don't want to get one of those from the store. I mean, I was like, isn't it just a mouth guard or something? Yeah, that's just custom fit and everything. With your insurance, it only cost about $700-800. I'm like,
right.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what this guy must be making big bank because our insurance covers 80% of the surgery, and I'm paying $800 for the surgery.
Jesus!
So I'm paying $200 a tooth, and it's a 45-minute surgery.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that guy's he's got a racket going.
Yeah.
He gets eight of those dudes a week. He's going to Bermuda that week.
Yeah, I don't understand why dental work is so. Well, you know what? I will give them that. They deserve a little bit extra because you're digging in some nasty mouths.
Of course, yeah. That's the worst job in the world. I feel so horrible when the girl's cleaning my teeth, and I have no control over the fact that spittle's coming out of my mouth while she's cleaning in there, and it's like I'm like, oh god, it's so gross.
Yeah. And they're digging and ask. And I love that when they do the little gum test, and they just go all around your teeth. 3 2 3 1 1 2 2. This I'm like, this is a 2 1 2 all the way to 11. Sure, it is. Yep, sounds groovy.
Yeah.
And then well, have you been flossing? And this last time, I looked at the girl. I was like, I believe we both know the answer to this. She was
I floss every day.
Do you really? Good for you.
Sometimes multiple times a day I floss. And she's still like, oh, you haven't been flossing. Lady.
She told me to get a water pick.
They're all about. Every time I go to the dentist, they're like, are you using a power toothbrush? No, I have a toothbrush.
Yeah, it's a 2-stroke.
It's the tooth enamel maneuver 3000. They're all about. They must get money from that stuff because it's just like you should get a water pick and you should get this. I'm like, lady, I don't want a robot. I don't want to be Darth Vader getting my teeth cleaned in the morning.
Yeah, the water pick. I just feel like that's just going to cause a horrible mess.
Yeah,
because you just got water spraying everywhere, and
it's gross.
Yeah, and their little water thing there at the dentist's office. Do they tap into a glacier for that water? Because it is the coldest water on Earth.
Yes, it is.
God, it's like my teeth aren't, cold sensitive typically. But the other day she sprayed and I was like, oh, God. She's like, a little bit of sensitivity there. I was like, you just jammed a freaking water
pick.
The ice
planet Hoth also affects my sensitivity, lady. Yeah, I'm not really wanting to go to Neptune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I finally have gotten them to the point where they only use mint on the polishing shit. Not that I care what flavor it is, except I just don't want the tropical punch, quote unquote.
Really, I haven't gotten an option in years.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I don't anymore. They don't because they said just give me mint.
Yeah.
But I've gotten options for tropical punch before.
Oh no, my kids, they're like, oh, what do you want? Do you want, grape, or it's like going to get a snow cone. It's like, oh, you want tiger blood, pina colada, all this. I'm like, just give them mint.
Right. We don't need options in this world. Just mint.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God, my wife and I were talking. Kids are so fortunate now; they don't have that 8-hour fluoride tray.
We were just talking about that at work today. The fluoride guard that you had to sit there and like,
yeah,
it's just dripping fluoride in your mouth.
Oh yeah, because they're like, oh yeah, don't swallow.
Yeah, don't swallow.
Yeah,
I don't want to swallow.
Yeah, God.
And then they stick that thing in your gullet.
Yeah. Close.
The whole thing's worse.
Yeah.
Terrible. And I remember, and they don't do it now, but I remember when I was a kid, the X-ray things were like vertical instead of horizontal. Yeah. So like they would stick that in my gums, and like the roof of my mouth is bleeding. Like,
yeah,
great.
Yeah, they put that butterfly image thing in there, and they're like, yeah, they get. And back then they got behind 8 feet of lead shielding and everything. Don't move. It's like, okay.
Well, now the oral surgeon, he's got the one that like rotates around your head.
Yeah.
Does like a full 360 around you. That's
wow.
Cool. Yeah. I was like, this is fancy.
Yeah.
You got to hold the joysticks. I'm on the Last Starfighter. Sweet.
Yeah.
Good old dentist.
Yeah.
No wonder everybody hates them.
Yeah. It's just, That's like the other day, I forgot. I usually brush my teeth right before I go to the dentist, and I forgot. I drank a cup of coffee on the way over there. I was like, I feel bad, but no, I don't.
I never brush my teeth before going to the dentist. Why would be the point of that?
You just eat some Oreos before you go.
They're going to brush your teeth, and they're going to do a great job.
Yeah.
That's the best cleaning for 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't brush my teeth before that. That's like amateur hour. I go in there and eat big old onion right before I go in.
Oh my God.
Hi. I never brush my teeth before the dentist. It's like washing a car before you try to sell it.
Yeah.
They're going to wash it.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes your car worth more. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. And my dentist, he's weird. He's a different guy. But God, he always he lets you know he's coming in there. Like the other day, he's like, I'm almost there, Chris. I'm finishing up over here. And then he was like, I'm washing my hands. I was like,
what?
Good, I guess.
I don't even know what my dentist gets paid for.
Because he just comes in and tap, 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 tap. Yeah. All right, see you in 6 months. And the other day, because I took an hour from work and went up, got the dentist, and then came back. He was like, those boots, they got spiders on them. I was like, they're made in Australia, I think. It's the tag. Where do you get them? I was like, I get them from a guy at work. I don't know what to tell you.
That sounds super shady.
What? No,
I get my boots from a guy at work.
He was like, I used to have this whole outfit. Then he was a spider coat and a spider pants. I was like, are you Spider-Man? What? It's like, do you want my shoes? Is that what you're telling me? Because I need them.
What kind of dentist are you going to? My dentist and I have the same conversation every 6 months. What do you do for a living, Ron? I'm a paramedic firefighter. Oh, that's a hard job. Yes, it is. Good. See you in 6 months. Thanks. The same conversation every 6 months. It's been going on for 10 years. Meanwhile, I know everything about my dental hygienist. I know she's got a twin. I know she just got a new dog. I know they just bought a new house. Her boyfriend left her and went to Arizona. I know the whole spiel. She's always like, how do you remember all the things? I'm like, well, you're talking at me and I can't talk back.
Yeah.
Of course I'm absorbing all the information.
Yeah. All I can do is go, and somehow they understand that.
Yeah, somehow.
It's like one of their classes.
And they always, I don't know if your dentist has a TV, and they always are showing some show that I never care about.
Yeah. Ours doesn't have a TV, but the same thing. I know everything about the hygienist, and then I know a couple of people in the office who have been going there for a while, and one of them is the spouse of one of our coworkers.
Oh.
Yeah. He just got transferred to B shift from your shift.
Got transferred to B shift from my shift?
Yeah. He worked on your engine.
Someone on my engine that got transferred?
Just got promoted up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Not just. It's been a little bit.
Well, yeah, I say just.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's just bad. He worked for you for 10 years. Never heard of him. Who are you talking about? Salisbury Fire Department? Never heard of it.
Oh gosh.
But I'm gonna be the Troy Aikman of the Salisbury Fire Department. Never. I don't think I ever been there. Salisbury? There's a town in Maryland? No, never heard of it. Like the Stakes?
Like the Stakes.
What county isn't it? Oh my! Speaking
Miko.
Speaking of the Eastern Shore and their stupid county names, my wife and I went out the other night, and she's from Worcester County, and somebody was talking about the beaches or something. It's like, yeah, Ocean City, Maryland. It's in Worcester County, and from across the bar, my wife goes, "It's Worcester." I'm like, okay, calm down. You don't have to kill the guy. He'll be fine. He's probably only going to go there once. He's probably never going back.
Oh my gosh.
It's Worcester. I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, but why isn't it like WOOSTER or something?
Yeah, because it's old English,
I know, but it's
This English is a dumb language.
Yeah.
There's no Chester part of Worcester, but we say Worcester.
Yeah. There's also the Dorchester, but it has an H.
Right. And Tabit.
Old Tabit.
Yeah. All your counties are dumb. And you have too many counties.
26.
Yeah, and you can't even name them all.
Yeah, I can.
I bet you can't.
Oh my gosh.
Huh.
Yeah. So there's Garrett, Washington, Allegheny, Carroll, Baltimore, Anne Arundel, PG, St. Mary's, Montgomery, Howard, Frederick, Harford, Carroll, if I hadn't said it already.
You already said Carroll.
Charles.
Yeah. By the way, you're halfway there.
Yeah. Yeah. Cecil, Kent, Queen Anne's, Caroline, Dorchester, Wycomico, Somerset, Worcester. Oh God, I know. What the hell? I don't think. No, wait. Maybe there aren't 26.
I can name all the counties in my state.
Yeah, because there's 3.
We were smart about it.
Yeah. Maybe there's 26 gem sops. No, 26 counties. I don't know.
I feel like you should. How many counties?
Allegheny. Did I say Allegheny?
You did.
Washington, Allegheny.
There are 23 counties in Maryland.
23. Frederick.
I don't know what you didn't
Montgomery.
name. Say Calvert? I don't think you said Calvert.
No, I didn't say Calvert. Damn it.
And I feel like you said all the rest of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't say Calvert.
Yeah, I forgot Calvert.
Too many counties.
Calvert Cliffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maryland's bad, but Pennsylvania is crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There are 67.
67?
67.
Jeebus.
PA is surprisingly a larger state than you think it is.
Yeah.
Maryland is an annoyingly large state because it's just it's long but skinny, right? Like it's going out to the western side of Maryland, it's just a long drive, but you turn right or left, you're in a different state.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but Pennsylvania is just like this postage stamp.
Yeah, it's a stupid big state. Mm. And like half the counties no one lives in. Even half the counties that people live in, half of those counties, people don't live in half of the county.
Right. Yeah.
Like you go to Chester County, which is the county above Delaware, and it's like farmland and a small town of Chester.
Yeah.
But too many counties.
Yeah.
You just need 3.
You just need 3?
Yeah. We could even get away with 2. We really don't even need the third one. We gave them a middle county just for, It'd be nice.
We need a buffer between Kent. Or, I mean,
There would-
Newcastle and Sussex.
yeah.
Because
They were like, we'll give you the capital. That'll learn them. So, have you tried Jedi Survivor yet?
I have. Have you?
Have not yet.
Ooh.
I'm a little hesitant. I've heard there's some bug issues that need to be patched. Some pretty significant ones.
I, knock on wood, have not hit any bugs really. So, yeah, I'm only like, I don't know, I'm barely into the first planet. So, but yeah, there's some deep cuts. You will be like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yep. So it's beautiful. It's, I don't know. It's just that whole, hit the button and you hear the lightsaber fire up. It's like, yep, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, I really want to play it. I just kind of waiting for the first patch.
Yeah.
People. Some of the one thing like that would ruin a single player game is just you hit a bug that's unplayable, and I've heard there are some bugs that are unplayable.
Oof.
And I don't want to hit that point.
Yeah.
And you might not ever hit them, right? You might not get
right.
The bug.
Yeah. Or you might.
And you lose 8 hours of your life.
Yeah. I will say we are fortunate now that at least there are patches. It's not like when we were kids and, oh yeah, you hit a bug. Sucks to be you.
Sucks to you. Gotta restart the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are very fortunate. I have to remind people when they bitch about games, you are bitching about the most first world problem in the world.
Yes.
You are bitching about nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a side note rant.
Ooh.
So it's nothing to do with anything.
That's always fun.
So I'm riding my bicycle today on my sadly not daily bike ride. I slacked off in the last rainy month of April.
It's been rainy and cold.
It's crazy. So anyways, went for my bike ride today. Get to an intersection. We have crossing guards that are not. We have county employees that are crossing guards. I don't think you guys have crossing guards really.
No, I think they're all volunteer.
Yeah. So this lady is the crossing guard. The road it's not a major road, but the school's on a north-south road.
Okay.
Kids are crossing the road that intersects with this road. They're not crossing against the major road. They're crossing with traffic. Right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
So you would think the crossing guard really only needs to stop one intersection. Like they need to stop people from turning left into this turn, and need to stop people going through the street. And it's a T, so it's not even like it's a four-way. It's a T.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead, she stands in the middle of the intersection, stops traffic in all three directions, and then I'm on my bike, so I stop.
Yeah.
And she's got her one hand out in a stop palm, and then her other hand stop palm, and I'm facing one of the stop palms. But then she keeps like kind of nodding her head towards me, and I was like, and I have my headphones, and I was like, so I take my headphones. What are you doing? Go ahead. I said, and there's a county cop literally sitting next to me. I said, I'm not a pedestrian. You are in my eyes. I'm like, I am not a pedestrian. I am riding a bicycle. I follow all the same. Well, then you can wait. I was like, whatever. So I put my headphones back in. And then she's literally moving every other piece of traffic except for me.
Oh.
Just to piss me off. And I'm like, you're mad at me because I called you out because I know the rules and you don't. And then you're mad at me because you're a jerk.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it was like an extra minute of my day. But you're a crossing guard. You need to know that bicycles are vehicles.
Yeah.
And also stop traffic that doesn't need to be stopped.
People are dumb.
Yeah. Crossing guards are annoying. Yeah, ours are county employees. They actually have uniforms. But they've kind of stopped wearing their uniforms. They used to wear like almost the same thing as a county cop. Just like frumpier.
That's dangerous.
They actually went out and got them like reflective jackets and stuff.
That's good.
Good, the way they should be.
Yeah. Did she have like the white gloves on?
She did have the white gloves on.
Yeah,
she did.
Yep.
Yeah.
See. She should have been one of those, fancy crossing guards that like does little dances and all that.
I don't know if you watch British TV ever.
Every now and again.
Did you know they call crossing guards lollipop men?
What? You're making that up.
I am not making that up. And
Lollipop man.
they mentioned this on a show, and I was like, is this like a guy who drives around in a car or a truck with like lollipops?
Yeah,
Because
is
we
this like
call
the
that
ice cream
a whole,
guy?
like we have a whole different thing if you got free candy in your truck thing, dude.
Yeah.
But no, they call it a lollipop man because the sign has stripes on it. I'm
Okay.
I guess the stop sign looks like a lollipop to them. I don't know. They're weird people, but they call their crossing guards lollipop men.
Huh.
It's very weird.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Another weird British thing.
More than their fair share. I also watched on Sorted Ford. This is side tangent to the side tangent to the side tangent. Sorted Foods the other day. They had, I can't remember what they called it. It was some weird name. And it was a meat pie on a bun.
What?
So it was a bun, and then inside the bun was a full-on meat pie, like a pot pie, in a bun.
Good
and they're
Lord.
like, "This is the perfect hand food." And I'm like,
"No, it's not."
Wasn't it already a hand food being a pot pie?
Yeah, I mean they have hand pies,
right? Like you could just have the pie without the extra carbs.
Oh my gosh,
British.
What? Yeah. Well, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday, and they have a new thing on the menu called a bird dog. It's a chicken tender in a hot dog bun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's all it is.
But why?
I guess because people don't want a whole chicken sandwich. They want it in a somewhat cylindrical form.
What?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, that's...
but of course, dog was DAWG.
Well, of course.
You had to class it up.
Yeah. Well, if you get two of them, it's dogs with a Z.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. That's how they have to put it, ring it up as two bird dogs. Well, I think we've side tangent and ranted onto the topic 01.
Topic 1.
I don't know if you saw this article. It might have flown by you in all of the news of gaming in the world. But apparently a developer got Steam to take negative reviews down.
I heard about that, yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just want to see your opinion of this because to me, it's a flagrant party foul. But I understand part of their thing, right? The review bombing and the trolling. I get they're trying to rein that in.
Yeah.
But where do you draw the line between legitimate negative reviews or not?
Yeah, so
I do look at the Steam reviews. Like I like to look at the verified user Steam reviews.
Right.
Which I think is one of the cool features of Steam is that, you can see how many hours the person put in. And
that's the biggest thing. I think it's if somebody is, just like you said, review bombing, and you look and they've put, less than an hour into the game, then, but then there are some games that, in the first like 20 minutes, this game is not for me.
Right.
So,
I mean, if you boot up a game and it legitimately has real problems and you are a person who writes reviews for games.
Yeah.
I guess the difference to me is I trust those reviews more than I trust Metacritic because they're paid to write reviews, which is...
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird saying it that way.
Yeah. I mean, I'll usually compare like OpenCritic to Metacritic.
Sure.
And see if there is overlap or, whatever. Or to see like, if there is a bunch of like really negative stuff from one and really positive on the other, is one, are they playing the same game? Did one, like, because I know sometimes reviewers will give something, really bad scores, and then OpenCritic, the scores will be higher because they've got a day one patch or something like that. So they were reviewing a pre-patched game. So
Sure.
yeah, they might have had some kind of breaking bug that nobody else is ever going to see because we got it patched. Yeah,
But
that's tricky.
we've had issues
Yeah,
already with companies paying for reviews and that
yeah,
all of that's bringing down.
right,
And now you have Steam, who is nothing more than a platform.
right.
If you
Yeah,
listen to Steam talk, we're just a platform.
yeah,
We don't censor. We don't have anything. Now you're censoring reviews.
yeah.
And from the article I read, it was not the case. I can't remember what game it was, and that's a moot point to me.
Barbie
But
shopaholic.
yeah, whatever the game was, but they were legitimate
Yeah,
reviews. They weren't a review bomb,
right.
right? There wasn't like a concerted effort, but there were actual negative reviews, and the publisher got Steam to take them down.
Yeah,
I lost a lot of faith in Steam at that point.
yeah. That's yeah, yeah. Is that just oh well, whoever throws the most money at me can say what they want kind of
Right, because
thing?
now reviews are you only want positive reviews. Well, then they're not reviews,
Yeah,
right? And sometimes positive versus negative can be, some people are very detailed reviews, and
right.
some of them are like, I didn't like this, but I like this,
Yeah,
so you can make an informed decision on the game.
yeah.
I
And
just
and those are the ones I tend to
right,
gravitate towards.
yeah, I tend to
Yeah,
look at somebody's. I like to look at them and say, oh, they got about 6 hours in the game.
yeah.
They have a good opinion,
Right.
But
Yeah,
now we have Steam just taking those down.
yeah.
That seems
Yeah,
real
that's
slippery
weird.
slope.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like you said, that is very very tricky. Because I mean, that's like a weird form of censorship almost.
It is, you know. Well, it was, and it's funny we've had this problem in other things. What's that app that everybody uses to review restaurants?
Oh, Yelp.
Yelp.
Yeah.
All of these people that
Oh,
have
yeah.
threatened to sue people because they left bad reviews because
Right.
of their restaurant, and all these Yelp review, fighter.
Yeah.
First off, it depends on your country. Obviously,
Yeah.
freedom of speech in America definitely clears up that whole conversation. You can't sue somebody over a Yelp review. You're not going to win that conversation
Yeah. I
in
mean, so
court.
long as they're not like libeling somebody.
Yes, obviously we don't want. It's legally it's very hard to prove libel, anyways.
Yes.
But um, yes, obviously some people set out with bad intentions,
Right.
the review bombers or something. But there have been cases of people who have legitimately tried to sue over
Oh,
a
yeah.
bad Yelp
Yeah.
review, and it could be as bad as you just had a bad day at that restaurant and they had a bad experience. And the thing is, with restaurants and with games, like, you have one bad experience with that game, you might be out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I can't remember what Steam's return policy is. It's some number of hours you can play before you can return it. So a lot of people have to, like, oh, I didn't enjoy the first 3 hours, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know. And sometimes you go to a restaurant and you're like, this restaurant's not for me, I'm out.
Right. Yeah.
It's where I don't really read reviews. I very rarely. I would only ever review positively. I guess I would look at
Yeah.
it. You know, like if somebody recommended some wanted me to recommend them, I would say this is the places I like, or this is the games I like.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to say don't go to. Now, if I have a horrible experience, I might tell somebody, say, look, you can try it if you want, but
Right.
the waiter came out and his pubic hair was hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so tough. Like, there's a restaurant that my wife and I both have had a bad experience at. It's very local. It very much annoys us that it's still there.
Yeah.
But I just don't tell people positive things about it. I just don't.
Right.
I just don't say anything.
Yeah. You're not
But then if my
picketing in
friends,
front of it.
I'm not picking in front of it, but if my friends did ask me, like, what do you think of this place, I would give it. I guess I would at that point give them my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd have to, right? Like,
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
ethically. Yeah. But the games, I just wouldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and yeah, like you said, to take down bad reviews and all. I mean, hey, people are entitled to their opinion.
they are. They you
Yeah.
and I think on top of that, it's even more insidious because the platform Steam has built this review system, and once you start muddling that system up,
Yeah.
you've really messed with everything.
Yeah.
And if you're a publisher and you don't want to hear bad reviews, make a better product.
Yeah.
Now,
Or
if
or send it to, like ha- have a somebody that, plays that genre a lot review it,
right,
you know. That's one thing I always hated, and they've all gotten much better about it, but like you'd see like an IGN or something, and they would start out with, well, I kind of really don't like RPGs. Here's my take on Octopath Traveler. It's like, if you don't like it all, that would be like me saying, yeah, I hate rap music. Here's what
right,
I think about T-Pain.
sure, yeah. I have a lot of problems with game review culture, like the professional side of it. Like
Yeah.
something about it just seems skeezy. You know, you're getting free product to review this. You're getting early access free product to review a game. It doesn't feel right. I get it. Like this whole industry has been built around this. Like I mean, it's
Yeah.
Game Informer,
Right.
Metacritic, all of that. It just never has felt right. And the thing about I think we've talked about this before is like game reviews. You kind of have to do like your homework as to like who the reviewer is
Oh yeah. Yeah.
because are their tastes like your tastes?
Right.
You know,
And I mean, and it's so confusing. Like some people use a 5-point scale, some people use a 10-point, some people use 1,000-point.
right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's I usually the only thing I really tend to look for in game reviews that are professionally done is like a lot of them. I've gotten into the habit of like pointing out these are day one bugs.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff I want to know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Jedi Survivor. Like I'm holding off because I'm hearing about all these day one bugs.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up.
Mm.
They'll patch it. They're gonna.
Yeah.
I have no worries with it. And somebody, I mean, one person was going off like another AAA title game shipped that's not ready. Blah 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 blah. It's like, calm down. They're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And like a single player game to me is so much. It's so much easier to have that way to live because like it's gonna get patched eventually, and I'm not. It's not gonna change my experience.
Right. Yeah. It's
Right.
not like a multiplayer that it's one of those, God, if I don't hop in now,
Right. I'm gonna be behind everything, and I'm
oh,
never gonna get caught
yeah.
up. And
Yeah. Or by the time I get into it, other people have moved on. So there won't be other people to play with. And
yeah,
yeah.
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 I would. I totally get that when it comes to multiplayer games. But I also think at this point in multiplayer games, you know what you're getting.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you buy Halo and you expect it co-op. But
Oh.
hey,
So
it's got
did they
got co-op
kill
now.
that finally?
Have they killed Halo Infinite?
The co-op.
No, they finally patched it in.
Oh, okay.
It is it's in now. It should have been in day one,
if not day 14.
yeah, not day 388
Oh my gosh.
or whatever it ended up being. It is in. It is, but I mean, it's seemingly they've killed the Halo franchise.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, they've announced that 343 is going to be managing Halo, but not making Halo. So now, like, you're gonna have no one who was in a not no one. I'm sure they can hire people, but Bungie was the original.
Yeah.
They became 343 Bungie. Bungie left again. So now you're gonna have nobody
Wow.
making Halo that was involved in the original Halo. It's just it's gonna be a whole new studio.
Yeah.
Who knows what it's gonna be?
Oh my gosh.
Or it could be nothing. They might not make anything. They've not
Yeah.
announced
Yeah.
anything. So very sad.
It is. Yeah.
For somebody who's Halo fanatic like I am.
Yeah. Yeah. Find out in the end it was John Spartan all along. That's why it was Spartan.
We're still trying to figure out the three seashells.
Oh gosh.
You know,
Intrigued but terrifying.
They do. His name's not John Spartan. His name's John.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever give his last name.
Halo. It's John Halo.
John Halo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Of the Halo family.
Yeah.
Getting back to the review thing, I think, I don't agree with taking them down unless it's something like it really like calling someone horrible names or threatening somebody. That's one thing to take it down. But if it's just hey, I'm consumer X and I didn't like game Y, that's no. I don't think you should take that down.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
And I think it sets a bad precedent for Steam. And if the developer was like, look, we had 7,000 negative reviews in 2 minutes of the game launch, that's something you have to talk about.
Yes.
Right? But if you had one negative review that you didn't like,
right,
you can't take that down.
Yeah, no.
And just not great.
Yeah.
Not a good slope.
Yeah, it's not. And I think part of it is because gamers now, it's like they expect every game to be a 9 or a 10.
Yes.
And it's like, I've had some great fun with games that are 6s and 7s.
Very few games are going to be... If you're waiting for every game to be a 10, you're going to play one game every 3 years.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
And a lot of games, especially nowadays, it takes them a while to get to be 10s.
Right.
They develop and change.
Yeah. Don't even get me started about DLC.
Yeah. I think we've ran on DLC many times before.
Yes, we have.
That's all I got for topic 1. We'll move on to topic 2.
Sure. So topic 2, I went and saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie this weekend.
Very Chris Piney.
Yeah, it was Chris Piney, but I'm wondering, are we finally at the time that D&D can become quote unquote popular?
Yes.
I mean,
definitely.
It's out there,
It's definitely out there.
It's, a movie like that. And like I said, my wife and oldest, they've never played D&D, and they laughed, they chuckled, they followed along. There was a huge discussion afterward about what a Dragonborn was, but that's a whole nother thing.
It's a class, or it's a race.
Yeah, I tried to explain that, but no. And then what an Aarakocra was, and all kinds of things. Yeah. And explaining to my oldest what, or no, maybe it was my wife, I don't know, what a gnome. Oh, the little guys with the beards in the chair. No, that's not a gnome.
It's a dwarf. Gnomes don't have beards. Gnomes tinker with stuff.
Yes. God.
And they are really good at illusionary magic.
Yes. Yeah. But, I mean, there's that. I mean, D&D was big in Stranger Things. And, you've got things like Critical Role's animated series on Amazon that's doing well. I mean, I hope that it's a good time for D&D. I just don't want them to,
I almost feel like it's a bad time for D&D.
Really?
I feel like if they had all this popularity when role-playing was more popular, and maybe it is just my view of the world as somebody who used to play D&D and other role-playing games, tabletop role-playing games.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like that stuff's really dated. And I don't know that it's going... Like, I think D&D is doing well in the zeitgeist because we're 40-year-olds who have money and we remember D&D fondly.
Right, yeah.
Is it going to do well with, your kids? Like, are your kids... Your kids can watch Critical Role and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I don't know that they're going to sit down and play D&D.
Oh, they will. I'll make them. But it's
a very slow burn of a game. Like, it's really hard to get into. You got to pick a character. You got to, and you could do a 4-hour gaming session and get nowhere. How
Right.
many nights of gaming sessions did you
Yeah.
not even level up? And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Or you spent 3 of those 4 hours in the town,
right?
buying equipment, talking to people.
And I just feel like, I mean, I love D&D. I think there's better games out there than D&D, but I love, it's the OG.
Yeah.
I love it for what it is. And they tried in fourth edition to make it faster,
Oh god,
quote
fourth
unquote.
edition was such a bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Either.
what
Well,
I could
and then there's the confusing things like, are you playing 3 or 3.5?
right. But I mean, I could see what they were trying to do with fourth
Yeah.
edition. They were trying to make it appeal to people who are not going to be like, I want to spend 4 hours doing a fight.
Yeah.
But I think that's one of the things that's going to make D&D less popular.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they are trying to. They're not totally like fourth editioning it, but they are trying to put out like pre-packaged, like, hey, look, here are 8 characters already made up. Pick one, and oh my god, we've got attacking.
we're definitely under attack. Probably, I'm assuming either zombies or the mummy.
Or it could be just a bird at the bird feeder.
That's right.
God, stupid dogs. But yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to speed it up a little bit, and not as many roles and things like that. I don't know. It's kind of like get them kind of
But
how
like,
they might want to play.
to the people who play D&D, that's why fourth failed.
Yeah.
People who are like, I want D&D, all of that stuff's like Anthema. I want to be able to tell you how many points of this specialization I have.
Right.
I want to be able to build my backstory of my character. I want to do those things, but I just don't know that kids are going to be interested in that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, unless maybe like Spelljammer stuff would be more. Or
but I remember like D&D was it felt kind of counterculture and fun.
Oh yeah.
Now if it's in the culture, is it fun anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Like if I'm not gonna have to like hide my D&D books, like what's the point?
Yeah.
I don't know. They can make other things that are D&D related.
Yeah. I'd like to see the books come back. Like the actual like novels.
The novels, they've not really gone away. They're just
they have. Yeah. There hasn't been a good Forgotten Realms novel in a long time.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that when's the last Dritz book came out, but
and I mean, they're revamping Dragonlance this year, I think.
They are supposed to redo Dragonlance.
Yeah. Like new novels and stuff. It's supposed to be set before, probably back when we played, or maybe after. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
that's a good pregnant pause. Everybody's checking their Zune.
Yeah. There is supposed to be a new Dritz book this year.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I feel like that series. There's 32 books in that series now, or something.
It's a crazy amount.
Yeah, and I mean that's something like that. That's super daunting. It's like, take it back to eons ago. One of our episodes was talking about jumping into comics. And it's like there's such a hurdle because you're like, oh yeah, this is the 32nd book. It's like, oh my god, I've got to read 31 books before this. And yeah. And then they don't say it as much anymore, but I wonder if that throws people off. Where you're like, oh yeah, this is 5th edition D&D. It's like, do I have to know the first 4 editions? Do I?
I still have my first edition D&D books.
Nice. I've got them somewhere.
I lost all my AD&D books.
Ooh.
I used to have the whole everything for AD&D.
Yeah.
I loved Dragonlance, and I loved is it Ravenloft?
Yeah.
Those are my 2 favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Of the AD&D settings.
Yeah, I did a couple crossovers in the Ravenloft.
I would love to see that come back.
Yeah.
But I also really want to play D&D and never can seem to get into a game.
Well,
You know,
it's hard to,
it's hard to do.
yeah, especially with
And
shift work
shift
and
work makes it harder.
schedules and things like that. It's almost like it's, yeah, you know, be like, hey, we'll do like one day a month, but then that one day, oh my gosh, you might as well set yourself in for a 6 hour session.
Oh yeah,
So
we're professional gamers. It's gonna be 8 hours.
yeah, yeah,
My buddies and I played a board game the other day after I got off work. I worked a 24-hour shift. Then we played Axis and Allies from noon until 10 o'clock at night.
nice.
Yeah. And I got home and I was like, I feel hungover. And I
Yeah,
didn't drink at all.
yeah,
My
yeah.
body hurts.
Yep.
I literally woke up the next day and I was like, I feel hungover. And it was because I stayed up till 11.
Yeah. 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 It's getting older. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like that one night I was playing Destiny and I finally got done at like 1:15. And the same thing, I woke up the next morning and I'm like, I don't want to be awake.
Everything hurts. Yeah.
And people are like, oh yeah, have a rough weekend. Yeah, I was playing games till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. How much did you have to drink? Some waters.
Yeah.
I think I drank a tea a little too late and my heart tried to explode.
I did that one time. Oh my gosh. I was like signed up for a 9 o'clock raid. I was like, I want to make sure that I'm, awake for it. So like 5 o'clock that night, I drank a Red Bull.
Oh God.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning, my heart's like thumping out of my chest. I'm like, I can hear everything.
I work with people who are maniacs and drink energy drinks all day.
Oh yeah.
And
And they're also the ones that are like, well, caffeine doesn't bother me. Yes,
right.
It does.
Yeah. You're addicted to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I drink at home, I'll drink 2 caffeinated teas a day.
Yeah.
Which is like less than a quarter a cup of coffee or something crazy.
Probably.
Right? And that's all I'll drink.
Yeah.
Maybe at work I'll drink 3 and I'm still like, oof.
Yeah.
That was
you get that third one, your hand shakes.
Yeah. They're like, Red Bull. Let's mix this Red Bull with a Monster.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can top this Monster with a Celsius. And it's like, oh my God, how does your heart not explode?
Yeah. Man. Yeah, that was... It's about time to lay down. I like drink this Bang energy drink real quick.
The other day I drank a tea at like 3 o'clock and I couldn't sleep till 10.
Yeah. I'm like, I drink 2 cups of coffee a day. That's it. And I'm done before 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah. Everything after noon I drink decaf.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
Yeah. That's it. I joke with somebody. It's like, I'm officially an old man. Like there was one night, we were out to dinner and they're like, does anybody want to see the dessert menu or a cup of decaf? I was like, I would love a cup of decaf.
Well, I'm already officially old man. I'm taking fish oil pills, so
yeah, that's good for you.
Is it?
Yeah. Or either that or eat more fish.
Yeah. I like fish.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Or you just need to drink their oil.
Yeah, I just need to squeeze them.
Just run them through a mill.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife also was told by our doctor because we're the same doctor, to do fish oil pills. She only has to have half as much as I do. And I think that's sexism. Yeah,
it's something about women produce the omega stuff better than we do or use it more. I don't know. It's something. Our men's bodies are less efficient with fish oil or something.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then like 3 hours later, you burp and you taste fish.
No, I got the burpless ones.
Oh, that's One time I didn't.
I've not had that yet, where I burp. They also said your sweat stinks like fish. I haven't had that yet either.
Ew. Yeah. What are these people eating?
Fish oil, I guess. I don't know. One of the people on my ship who is significantly younger than me was like, oh yeah, I take fish oil. I'm like, you're too young to worry about this stuff. You're invincible until you hit 40.
Yeah.
And then you fall apart.
You do. Oh my gosh.
Everything turns to dust.
Yeah. You sleep the wrong way and you can't move your arm for a week.
Yeah, absolutely.
That happened to me. Like I was sitting there, I was like, what have I done to my shoulder? I was like, oh yeah, 3 nights ago I slept weird.
Yeah. I twisted my ankle about 7 years ago. I'm still telling people about it. insanity.
That's why we need D&D to be real. I could just go to a cleric and get fixed.
What class do you play in D&D?
It depends.
Oh, does it?
It does, yeah. Usually, though, I play a cleric or a paladin.
Always a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll play a ranger, though.
Yeah. Never liked the rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, always a paladin for me.
Yeah.
If we're doing a campaign where there is no paladin, then I'll be a cleric. But
Okay.
Only begrudgingly.
Yeah.
I never truck with no magic.
Yeah.
Or never done a fight. I don't think I've ever played a fighter in any campaign ever.
No, I've never done a straight fighter. Yeah. Well, I mean, closest I did was ranger, but that's like fighter light.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fighter with a bow.
Yeah. But
good old fighters.
Yeah, the last campaign I was in, gosh, I ran a cleric, but I rolled, they were like, you can, they have a way now that you've got X number of points to a lot, and you can set
the spread.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm not going to do the spread. I'm rolling. This is how you do it. Yeah, I got like a 7 for my intelligence.
Yeah.
So that was the bad thing. But it was fun to play the dumb, lovable, cleric that was just, it was nice to do that.
The last real role-playing game, like in-person role-playing thing I did, I played a GURPS campaign.
Okay.
And I made a doctor, because it's set in the apocalypse, basically.
Yeah.
And I was a doctor. And my whole... Because in that campaign, you had to take a disadvantage, and my disadvantage was pacifist.
Oh.
The guy who's running the campaign is like, how are you going to be... how's this going to work? And then he looks down, and he's like, why do you have a pet bear? I was like, well, I'm a pacifist, but the bear's not. So I ran around in the wastelands with a pet bear killing things for me.
Nice.
It was great. Like, everybody in the party's like, how come you don't have a gun? I'm like, I don't need it. I have
a bear.
You guys should check out the bear.
Check out the bear.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good campaign.
Yeah, I mean, that's the fun thing, is to do something like that, not like you in real life, you can just kind of wing it.
Well, I'm pretty much a pacifist. I still have the bear.
Yeah. So you do have Atticus.
I do have Atticus.
Yeah.
He's something.
He's like a minor bear.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would definitely be a minor totem of a bear.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other thing after, on the way home from watching the movie, explaining to them about, because the one character was a druid.
Oh, they turned into a bear?
It was a wild shaped druid. So yeah, they turned into a owl bear and all kinds of stuff. And they were like, I thought druids talk to trees. I was like, well, that's one kind of druid. There's different. What do you mean there's different kinds of druids? I was like, there's different subclasses.
Yeah. Some of them turn into seals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn into all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then explaining the difference between a wizard and a sorcerer. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, look.
I seriously came home. I grabbed the player's handbook. I threw it on the table and read.
The wizard has to memorize his spells.
Yeah.
And has to rest between.
Yeah.
Sorcerer knows their spells, but can't learn as many.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're like, what do you mean a wizard has to... You have to pick every day what they're going to memorize for the day? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of their limits.
That's why they suck.
Yeah. I said, that's why, or clerics do the same thing, and I've screwed up many a time, I don't think we're going to fight much today, so I'm not going to take a bunch of healing. Wrong.
Yeah, never not take your healing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Chris, you're our healer. Not today.
No, but today I can read this text.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to persuade the shopkeeper? Got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But see, I'm a wizard, and I know this one spell. It's a really good spell, but I can only use it once. So is this the time to use it?
Right. Yeah.
We're all dying. Yeah, but are we going to die later?
Yeah, we might die again.
Yeah. Are
Yeah.
we gonna have a long rest after this, guys? I'm gonna need a nap.
Yeah. 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 You fighters and all, you stand there. I need nappy nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get the fighters that are like, oh yeah, what's that? I took, oh my god, barbarians. Yeah. Oh, what's that? You took 20 hit points of damage this time? I've got second wind.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to roll for attack, and I've got my follow up attack. You know what? As my bonus action, I'll throw in a third attack. It's like, what?
I remember the good old days when a wizard had a D4 hit points.
Yes. Oh my
I start with
gosh.
1 hit point. I
Yeah.
leveled up. I have 2 hit points now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And you had your familiar that had 1d4 hit points, and if it died, you took damage.
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid wizards.
Yeah.
Being a wizard in AD&D was like hard mode.
It was.
What's your AC? My AC is like 7. Oh, everything can hit me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Good old Thaco.
Good old Thaco.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Armor class is 7. Yeah. Yeah. Next to the fighter. What's your armor class? -12.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Or like, the rogues that are like, yeah, my armor class is 5, but everybody gets a penalty to hit me because I'm so quick and I can hide behind things. Oh, look, I get triple attack for my backstab.
Backstabs.
Golly day. Yeah, a rogue can take a dagger that does 1d4 hit points of damage and, do a crit that's like, oh, you did 85 points that round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there was a conversation on one of my Discords about a D&D game. No, I think I'm going to jump in.
Yeah.
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 Maybe I'll roll something other than a paladin.
Ooh. You could be an anti-paladin. Have you ever played an evil character?
I have played an evil paladin, in fact.
How hard was it?
It was very hard.
Yeah. It's like one of those, it's like, man, this sounds like fun. I'm going to be the bad guy. And then you have to start making those evil decisions. And it's like, but I don't want to take the orphans' money.
Yeah. I also played one where we were all evil.
Ooh.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play
Chaotic neutral.
Good old illusionist gnome.
Yeah. Ooh, God. Or a monk. There you go. You'll never get hit, and you can do wicked damage when you get up there a while.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, monks, once they hit like 5th or 6th level, they're like, yeah, this round, burn a key point to do another flurry of blows and hit 5 times. It's like, what? How?
Yeah. Another paladin's going, I healed you.
Yeah. I laid on hands.
Laid on hands.
Yeah.
Well, D&D's always had that. Some characters are amazingly good up until level 10, and then once they hit level 10, they become meh.
Yeah.
And then other characters hit level 10 and they become godlike.
Yeah. So, and it's all about the roll. Golly day.
Yes. Yeah. It's all about the roll.
It's like, oh yeah, here we go. Oh, look at that. I rolled a 1. Super.
Yeah. 1s are critical fails.
Yeah.
You broke your sword.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I played for one GM, and he was always so much fun with 1s. He was like, "How close are you to Fred?"
It's the best thing in the DM's world is when you roll a 1.
Yes. Yeah. I also like the GMs that are like happy when you actually start. Like you get you roll a couple 20s, or you're just things are working out the right way, and they like let you play into things like, could I throw my shield against the wall like Captain America? It's like, you know what? It's a disadvantage, but I'll let you roll it. That kind of stuff.
I wonder if you could build a shield throwing ranger.
Ooh.
Have to look.
Yeah. I'm sure you could homebrew one.
Yeah, I'm sure you can homebrew one. You have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm shield man. I've got 5 shields and just throwing shields.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Until you find the relic that will actually, it's a shield of returning or something.
Right.
Oh,
that's what.
Gosh.
That's your quest.
Yeah. Oh God, now I want to play D&D.
When I was a kid, we played D&D, and we had like a rotating thing where we were just trying to kill each other's characters off.
Oh, okay.
We would just like we would come up with the craziest missions. Just
Yeah.
receive a character dies. Yeah, we're bad people.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. So it's great. I love D&D, and
Yeah.
said I mean, I wanted to succeed. I'm just worried.
Yeah. I don't want it to become too commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want it to remain its pure D&D self.
Yeah.
Underground, smelly basement.
Smelly basement, smells of unwashed teenagers and Cheetos and
big
Mountain
stacks of
Dew.
books.
Oh yeah. Gotta have books.
Gotta have the books.
Yeah, you can't have it on your iPad. No. You have to have the book.
Yeah, that's the world. That's the world I want to live in.
Yep.
Well,
I think that was a good cast of the pod.
I think we cast the pod.
By the time folks are listening to this, you'll be recovered from your surgery.
Yeah, I've lost at least 2 points of wisdom.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. It was at 0.5 per tooth.
Yeah. Yep.
Oof, gosh. Yeah. You need to get a. See, that's what you do. You turn them into the bracelet and earrings and everything, and then you have wisdom charms.
It's true. Wisdom charms. Yep. It's a +1 wisdom ring.
Yeah. Pitch it to that for your wife.
Yeah. Here's my tooth on a ring. It's +1 wisdom though.
Yeah.
Oh, she's played D&D. She enjoyed it.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Excellent.
Well, follow us on Truett, on Twitter.
Truett, yeah, that's my new social media platform, Truett.
Yep, Truett. Follow us on Twitter, CLTruett22.
Yep.
Come join our Discord.
Yep. Links in the show notes, or it's just search for Mythic Giraffe.
Really enjoy your early May.
Yes.
This is when, at least in Delaware, it's one of the better months to enjoy before it gets stupid humid.
Yeah, and we're still, when this posts, you still have a week before the Ides.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Which the Ides of May are the 16th, 15th? 16th.
It would be the 16th. Yeah. So, you got, more than a week. So, enjoy your safe time before the Ides of May.
Yeah. All right, folks. Have a good one.
See ya.